Hello everyone, this is Logan, and today I'm going to be showing off my entire, well, not my entire VHS collection, but the majority of my VHS collection. Why I say this isn't my entire VHS collection is, I have like a few Disney clamshell things downstairs in my basement, but these are the majority of the tapes I watch. As you can see, relatively large collection. If I had to estimate, I'd say maybe somewhere along the lines of maybe 50 to 100 tapes. So it's relatively large, but, you know, not as large as like Aubrey S. Breezy game show guy, whatever he wants to go by this week, who I think I'd estimate he has probably somewhere along the lines of 300 or 400. And, in fact, I think the plain size of a VHS tape kind of makes it look a bit more impressive than it actually is. But, anyway, let's take a look at the tapes I have. I actually do think I have one. Yeah, here we are. I do actually have one clamshell tape, and that is 101 Dalmatians. I believe this is 1997. Isn't it? Turn on the flash so I can actually see the print date. Print date is, yep, March 11th, 1997. Lovely. I'm trying to do this with one hand while keeping a steady camera. Surprisingly hard task. Next up we have the mask. It has a sticker label in case this is... Actually, I'm probably not going to do this from now on because I'm not sure if it's important. Actually, this one doesn't even look like it has a print date, or does it? Nope, it just has a bunch of... Oh, here we go. It is January 3rd, 1995. Alright. I guess it's just printed differently than the Disney ones. I don't actually typically look at the print dates in real life anyway. I just thought it would be something good, but I'm probably just going to stop just so I can... I don't know. I think it's just lengthening the movie now that I'm actually doing it. Dr. Dolittle 2. I've seen the first Dr. Dolittle. Don't actually have it. I actually have the, as you'll see later, I actually have the original Dr. Dolittle from like the 60s. But that's the remake. Well, actually, that's the sequel of the remake from, what was it, like 1998, 1999, something like that? Again, not actually going to look at the print date. Father of the Bride. That was lovely. Father of the Bride, from Steve Martin. Steve Martin's an actor in it. Pretty good movie. What's this? Oh, God, The Karate Kid. I have the tape actually on my desk because I was using it to, test a VCR. But that is a horrible movie. Just don't bother. A lot of people will tell you, oh, it's a classic, it's a classic. No, it's like the worst movie ever made, I think. We have Good Will Hunting, which is, it's a good movie. If you're familiar with, like, typical Robin Williams comedy, it's definitely a different story. In fact, Robin Williams isn't even the main character in this movie. It's not typical Robin Williams comedy, but I think I like it that way. Shrek. We all know about Shrek. It's a good movie. Some empty clamshell thing that I'll have to use at some stage. The box of Ace Ventura. I think the tape is downstairs, either in my VCR or near my VCR. Amadeus. Never saw it. Actually, does it say what the actors are in here? The Man, the Music, The Madness, The Murder? What? Okay. And the... Oh, the motion picture. Okay. I couldn't read because there was some shadows. Winner of an Academy Award, yay, but it doesn't tell us any of the actors, but whatever. Anyway, I do think I saw Amadeus once when I was like 8, and I didn't necessarily enjoy it, but now I'm 14 and I might enjoy it more. Hair, a movie I actually kind of want to see. I know it has something to do with like the hippie rebellion of like the 70s. Might be an interesting movie. What's this? Oh, Saving Private Ryan. Another movie I haven't seen. I haven't seen a lot of these movies, but I might in the future. What's this? Oh, Silence of the Lambs. Again, haven't seen it, but it has... What's this? Okay, I've never heard of any of those people. Let's see, what else do we have? 7 Academy Awards. As good as it gets. I don't even remember owning this. See, when you have a VHS collection this large, you don't keep track of what movies you have. Top Gun. Don't buy the movie. This is what I suggest you do. Go on eBay and buy the soundtrack to this movie. Because that's the only thing worth seeing about this movie. The soundtrack. Goodnight Moon. My mom just wants me to keep it for, like, my children or something like that, and her grandchildren, and it's like, no. My children won't know what a VCR is. Well, they probably will, because I'll keep ramming it into their faces, but whatever. I'll keep telling them what a VCR is, keep reminding them about good old days, and... when a quarter used to cost a nickel. Die Another Day, James Bond. As you'll see later on, I'm a big James Bond fan. But I haven't seen that movie yet. Star Wars Episode 1. I haven't seen that one. Actually, I don't think I saw this one all the way through, so I don't know if it's as bad as everybody's saying it is. I remember seeing Jar Jar Binks, but I don't remember, much about the character, so I don't know if he's as annoying as everybody says he is. Twister, this one gets a few mixed reviews. A lot of people like it, some people hate it. My dad really likes this movie, I never saw it. And this, what's this movie? Oh, Lord of the Rings, okay. Again, another movie I haven't seen. Yeah, as you'll tell, I have a lot of these movies, and I need to see a lot of them. It's probably a pretty good prompt. This one I actually have seen, The Spitfire Grill. It's an interesting movie. It's, if I remember correctly, I think it's about this, girl who... I don't even remember anymore. It's been a little while since I saw this movie. But it's about this girl who, like, gets out of prison and then has to live with this family, and they own a restaurant and something like that. I don't know. Not a very strong plot, but I don't know. I didn't think the movie was terrible. What's this movie? The Spy Who Lied to Me. Is this also a James Bond film? Yes, it is. The Truman Show. I haven't actually seen this one all the way through. I know it's a Jim Carrey film. I know it's not necessarily a comedy, but I haven't seen the movie. So, I can't really give you my stance on that. Up next is... oh, here's a movie I've definitely seen. Rain Man. This is my favorite movie of all time. It's got, you know, Dustin Hoffman, it's got Tom Cruise, both great actors, and they both do a phenomenal job in this movie. I highly suggest, I don't know if Rain Man's on Netflix or not, but, if it is, watch it. If not, just, like, go to your library and rent it on VHS or DVD or something like that. Titanic, probably my second favorite movie. Because, I mean, it's a good movie. You either love this movie or you hate it, but, you know, Of course, the majority of people like it. I think this is like the second grossing film, and the first, I believe, is actually Avatar, which is the same director. Oh my god, I just realized I'm going to have to put these tapes away at the end of the video. Next, we have... what's this? Oh, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah, I never saw it. Days of Thunder, from what I heard, it's basically Top Gun, but with racing. It does have Tom Cruise, so I might watch it. Chicago. Again, never saw it. Willy Wonka. I think I quote this movie the most, in all honesty. My favorite line is, "You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!" That's my favorite Willy Wonka line. But, you know, most people know what this movie is. And, you know, Gene Wilder is a phenomenal actor. And I think I just quote that movie the most. Actually, I think the second movie I quote the most... Actually, I have it, so I'll get to that later. I have that movie. But, Octopussy, another James Bond. What's this? Thunderball, James Bond. The Medicine Man, not James Bond, but it has Sean Connery in it, so there you go. Santa Claus, it's a pretty good movie. The sequels are definitely inferior to this movie in many ways, but the original movie is pretty good. If you're not familiar with this movie, it's basically, Tim Allen is this, one kid's father, and he, accidentally kills Santa, and I guess the rules of this movie, if you kill Santa, you become Santa. We have this clamshell thing, which actually feels like it has something. Blank, tape. That could become useful, because I'm always on the lookout for these blank videotapes. What's this? What Lies Beneath, I think. Yep, What Lies Beneath. I never saw it. Stepmom, never saw it. Men in Black 2. That's a great movie. Actually, my stance on Men in Black films, Men in Black 1, good. Men in Black 2, just as good. Men in Black 3, a complete disappointment. Don't even bother with Men in Black 3. The Nutty Professor, this is the one with Eddie Murphy. I never saw the Jerry Lewis film, and to be honest, I probably won't because I'm not a huge Jerry Lewis fan. But I'll tell you this right now, I was not a big fan of this version either. Well, actually, I guess I can't judge the Jerry Lewis one if I haven't seen it, but I'm not a big fan of Jerry Lewis, and Eddie Murphy, I think, was pretty good with Shrek. That's about all he was good with, though. Goldfinger, probably my favorite James Bond. Shaq, Kazam. I've heard not so great things. I saw the Nostalgia Critics review of it, and he said it wasn't very good. It might, but to me it might end up being one of those movies that I might just pop in and get a laugh at, like, how bad it is. Might be one of those, I think they call those guilty pleasure films. Wayne's World, awesome movie. If you saw Music Monday, actually, I was playing Bohemian Rhapsody. Once you see Wayne's World, you just have to bob your head to Bohemian Rhapsody, like they did in the movie. It's required by law. The next Karate Kid, never saw it, never will. The first one sucked too hard. I also have the Karate Kid Part 2, and that's another movie I don't like. Well, I haven't seen it, but it has to do with Karate Kid, so I won't like it. Because, like, and the reason I actually don't like Karate Kid is it's just so overly 80s. This is a VHS head cleaner. I don't have the solvent anymore, so I just get some alcohol, put it on a Q-tip, and then put it in the little hole they have. You Only Live Twice. James Bond. Mission Impossible. I haven't seen the movie, but that I guess didn't stop me of doing a video game review of it and destroying the game spectacularly. What's this movie? Oh, Ice Age. I don't know. I think there was just a bit of Shrek envy in there. Like, oh crap! DreamWorks just made this awesome CG animation thing. Quick, how can we copy it and release it 1 year later? That's just my stance anyway. Alien, never saw it, but I've heard good things. Like, Alien, from what I've heard, Alien was good, Aliens was pretty good, Alien 3 wasn't that great, and Alien Resurrection, not many people seem to like. This is Father of the Bride Part 2, which I don't have the box for it, so I just have this plastic case. But, yeah, Father of the Bride, pretty good movie. Big Fat Liar. This is a movie not many people know about. I remember... And how I actually found out about it was on the Disney Channel, and I watched it. It's a pretty good movie, pretty underrated one. It's about this kid who writes a report, who's notorious for lying, and he writes this report. I don't remember what the assignment was, but this failing director. This failing production company steals it, and they create a movie, and and the kid has to retrieve it and prove to his parents that he wrote that thing because they don't believe it. I don't know. As I'm explaining the plot, it just gets stupider and stupider. So, yeah, that's not a great sign. From Russia with Love. I haven't seen the movie, but the video game based off this, the one on the PS2, awesome. Probably my favorite... No, I'm just going to say this right now. Probably my favorite video game of all time, From Russia with Love on the PS2. And this is what I was talking about before, Dr. Dolittle. I haven't seen this, but, sure as heck has to be better than the... Well, actually, no. Eddie Murphy was, pretty good in... the Dr. Dolittle movies, but I might have to watch this one because, you know, it's an older one. This was probably before Eddie Murphy was even born, so. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Classic movie. You have to go see this. It's just a great movie. If you're a big fan of, like, Looney Tunes characters and Disney characters, I'm not. Honestly, but I still think this is a great movie. And I remember watching this, like, about a year or so ago, and I thought, you know, I wasn't gonna like this. I popped it in, and it was and I just loved the movie. It was just a phenomenal film. I just suggest you go out and see it. Sister Act, haven't seen it, but heard really great things about it, so I probably will, relatively soon. Bruce Almighty. This is actually a unique case. Alright, now, to quickly talk about the movie, it's about this person who's been having, like, a bad day, and I don't remember what happens, but, he, meets up with God, and God basically says, if you think it's so easy being God, how about you do it? And this guy basically plays God, so, there you go. Basically, proving once and for all that Jim Carrey is God, but, you know, that's a different story. But, Bruce Almighty's a great film. Now, the interesting thing about this, I don't know if you can see it or not, probably not, but this, on the spine, is actually Braille. And if you, get the tape opened, the, spine of the tape is also brailled. Why this is because this is a tape with audio description. This is intended for the visually impaired, and, like, if I popped in the tape, it would, like, say, Bruce, Bruce is walking or something like that. It's basically like audio. Again, it's like a video. It's like a voice describing what's happening. I might have to pick up like an actual copy of this tape, but you know, it's pretty good. It's a great movie. Rush Hour 2. You either love Chris Tucker or you hate Chris Tucker. Many people hate Chris Tucker. I didn't think this was a great movie, but Rush Hour can be funny at times. Like, you know, Jackie Chan, I don't think... Oh my god, now that I'm thinking of Jackie Chan, there was this one movie my friend showed me. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like Jackie Chan and George Lopez and crap, what was Billy Ray Cyrus, Hannah Montana's dad, or Miley Cyrus's dad, or whatever his real name is, or her real name is. This is going wonderfully. Whatever Miley Cyrus's real name is, I think it's just Miley Cyrus, but I don't remember. But yeah, Rush Hour 2, pretty good. It's an okay movie, but that one movie was just dumb. And it was like the worst idea ever, and I can't remember the name of the movie. I think it was like The Spy Next Door, or something like that. GoldenEye 007, James Bond film. Diamonds Are Forever. Oh, I thought this was the one with like the female James Bond, but that was something else. I don't remember what that was. But I know there was, at one point they actually had like a female James Bond, and that was just... I never saw any of the movies with her, but it's just probably it's a really unique concept. Big, awesome movie. Tom Hanks does a pretty good job. It's, if you're not familiar with this movie, it's basically Tom Hanks, it's this one kid who makes a wish, at this one carnival, attraction that he was an adult, and he becomes an adult, and I don't remember how he becomes a kid, and be honest, I don't really want to spoil the ending. I don't really want to give out a spoiler, but all the same, check it out. It's a pretty interesting movie. Karate Kid Part 3. Again, not even going to bother with that one. Forrest Gump. I at first did not like this movie, but after seeing it again, I freaking love it. Awesome movie. This is the original Star Wars trilogy. What else needs to be said? It's Star Wars. What's this movie? This is the funniest comedy we've seen yet. It is The Birdcage. I don't even remember that one. I don't know what it's about, but somehow I have it. The Man with the Golden Gun. Yeah, as you can tell, I have a lot of James Bond. What's this? The Best of the Best. Don't remember that one. See, now we're going to the, like, tapes I don't even remember owning. See, this is probably the movie I quote second most. Dumb and Dumber. We've got no food, we've got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off. Yeah. I'm sorry I had to quote that right now, but it's a funny movie. I suggest you go watch it. It's with Jim Carrey, and I don't remember the other actor, but he was probably pretty famous. This movie is... Oh, The Rescuers. See, I didn't even have to take it out. It was in the... it was already on the spine pretty label thing that I made. Rescuers, I thought it was an okay movie. I remember The Rescuers, I haven't seen this in a few years, but I remember The Rescuers Down Under being far superior to this. But, The Rescuers wasn't a terrible movie, but The Rescuers Down Under was far superior. What's this movie? Shine? Is this with, I think this is M. Night Shyamalan, isn't it? Academy Award winner. Yeah, I think this is M. Night Shyamalan. So, you know, his movies are kind of hit and miss. I don't know which one that falls under. Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. Great movie. It's a very good movie. Basically, it's about, this, person who's, homosexual, and, this was made at a time when we were afraid of, the homosexuals, spreading AIDS, and, this movie was made around that time, so this person was homosexual and had AIDS, and, you know, this is at a time when we are afraid of AIDS. We didn't know what AIDS was. We didn't know if it could be, like, spread through the air, or, like, if you, like, we didn't know what AIDS was back then. It's a great movie. I really suggest you, check it out. What's this movie? Hunt for Red October. Never saw it, but it has Sean Connery, so it might be interesting. E.T., awesome movie, alright? I personally thought it was a phenomenal movie. Seriously, if I remember correctly, in this tape... Okay, this was E.T. I thought I thought there was, like, something else inside here, but no, it was E.T. So, that's nice. Naked Gun, 1.5. Great. Well, I haven't seen Naked Gun 1.5, but I saw the original Naked Gun. Great movie. Men in Black, the original. Again, great movie. Indiana Jones, and what movie was this? Temple of Doom. Not really sure what it is, but I remember this one, darn it, can't remember his name, but, I think they used to call him, like, Shorty or Shrink or something like that. He was annoying as heck in that movie. Aaron Brockovich? I don't remember that movie, but, Julia Roberts, okay, that could be promising. This one is, oh, Brad Pitt. 7... I think this is a horror film, but I'm not sure. I haven't actually seen it, but I'm just going off everything I know. And that is my entire VHS collection. This video is about 16 minutes long. I thought it was going to end up being pretty long, but I just didn't know. So, I'll see you next time, and, well, I guess I have to put away all of this now. Oh well. Bye!